Okay, this is part one of what Deku was a king. Now, Deku, in his past life, he was a king. For this to work, I had to change to know how quirks work. So, quirks are evolutions of magic. Back in the day, people used magic. Now, Deku, he was a king in his previous life. He ruled over a lot of land. He conquered land. He was nice. He was ruthless when he needed to be. But most of the time, he was nice. He did everything for his country, his kingdom. Deku, you know, took an army that was weak. But he still dominated the whole land. Because Deku, was good at war. He was a strategist. He was also wise. He was smart. Deku nearly dominated the whole world. He wanted to bring peace. He wanted to calm everyone down. Deku had a multitude of friends. Deku was married and he had 3 kids. Now, one day when Deku was in his castle, sitting on his throne, his wife brought him something to drink, but she poisoned him. Deku was dying from poison slowly. Then his wife, revealed her actions saying that she will rule over this place, that she will take over this land, that her and her alone will rule over the whole world. As she says this, Deku curses her. Deku puts a curse on her to as long as she lives. And even after she dies, she will remember that her most feared nightmare. She will have nightmares no matter where she goes. She will be tortured in afterlife in purgatory. Then that ends. Deku died. A couple of days after Deku's death, Deku's wife was killed by Deku's best friend. Then, Deku's son, his eldest son, he took over the land. He ruled it nicely. He ruled just like his father did, with peace, only fighting when it needed to come to it. But then the castle the land suddenly fell. Everything fell down. Everything disappeared. There's no memory of this castle at all. But there's history of the great king. But they do not know where the land lies for his castle, his tomb, his treasures, his books. They only know the tales of him. And they know they're true. But they can't find any proof that he left behind this world. Only his descendants. They can't find anything else. Now, Deku's descendants, stopped after, the first quirk user. After all who one showed up, Deku's, descendants basically disappeared. They all died out. Now, we get to the first part of the anime. Deku was born. A green-haired baby. with green eyes. You didn't see a man with a mask on and an outfit, well, a nurse's outfit, saying, "Congratulations, ma'am. It's a healthy baby boy." That's the woman with green hair cradles her son. He then says, "I'm gonna call you Izuku." The baby, not crying but actually laughing, brings a smile to the woman's face as she then passes out of exhaustion. Now, a year, actually no, 8 months later, you can see the baby, known as Izuku, taking his first steps. He's walking around. He's getting a feel to it. Then, 2 months later, he can fully walk on his own. He don't need support. Not even a year yet, but he can already walk. So, at the age of 1, he's speaking cohesive sentences. At the age of 2, he can do a lot of things. He's reading. This baby is very special. At the age of 3, this baby knows more than normal people should know. He's smart. He's wise. At the age of 4, Nicole then takes the baby or the kid to see what kind of quirk he has. She finds out the kid doesn't have a quirk. She isn't mad about it. She doesn't really care. It's her son. She will always love him. As they go home, the kid is not sad or crying that he doesn't have a quirk. He doesn't really mind it, but because he knows he has something stronger than it. He has magic, and he isn't stuck to one element. He has multiple elements, like fire, water, earth, air, lightning, light, and darkness, summoning, things like that. The kid can do it all, and he doesn't mind it. So the kid walks up to his mother one day, saying, "Mom, can you sign me up to sword practicing?" She says, "I don't see why not, Izuku." As the kid smiles and, hugs his mom, saying thank you. As the mom hugs her back, saying, "It's okay, baby boy." As the next day, she signs him up to learn sword lessons. Izuku was the top of his class in, learning sword. So he keeps a wooden sword on his side at all times. He also knows how to fight without a sword. Advanced hand-to-hand combat, martial arts, how to disarm someone. He learns all this. Takedown tactics. And then his master then teaches him a skill. His master said this skill is called sword aura. He says this basically puts like a layer of energy around your sword. It makes it stronger. Deku says, okay. He learns it in a week. Now, at their school, Izuku school, his preschool. Izuku is now 6. He walks in school on his first day. Still has a wooden sword by his side, and the teacher asks him to come up to the front of the class and say your name. The kid walks to the front of the class. He gives a little bow and says, "Hello, my name is Izuku Midoriya. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you all." As all the girls think that he looks, cute. The boys say he look cute, cool. Say that he look cool. Izuku wears a crown on his head with a cape. He keeps his hair nicely done. Now, teacher asked him everyone to say their quirks and things like that. Deku says he don't have a quirk. Everyone tries to bully him. Deku says he has this, as he basically makes a little fireball in his hand. They say that's cool. He then, throws it, and it disappears. They say, "Wow, you can control fire?" Then he basically do some water. He basically go one area to another. Basically, he did some rocks, controlled the rocks, things like that. Everyone is in awe about his power, but they wonder why he said it wasn't a quirk. Bakugo, this kid with spiky blonde hair, stands up, saying, "That's nothing compared to my power, or my quirk." As he then, puts explosions, and they're saying, "Pop, pop, pop," like little firecrackers. Bakugo then tried to, downplay Izuku's quirk. But Izuku didn't, stand for it. Izuku told him, "My quirk is not weak. And I will not tolerate you bullying. So please leave me alone." As Izuku says that, he goes and he sits down. Now, years go by. Bakugo tries to bully Deku. But Deku does not, listen to him. He doesn't feel discouraged when Bakugo says that you have a weak quirk. Don't feel anything. He's still him. He don't feel sad. He don't feel mad. He stays calm. Now, it's the end of middle school. The teacher asked them what they want to be when they grow up, or what they want to do in their life. Everyone chooses to be a hero. Teacher, throws his paper up. "I'm just joking. I know you all want to be heroes. So, Bakugo Koski, you chose to go to UA, didn't you?" He said, as Bakugo says, "I did. No, don't put me in with all these losers in this class. I'm far better than all of them." Yeah. Izuku Midoriya, you also want to go to UA. "I do, teacher." As, Izuku raises, basically says that. Bakugo gets mad and says, "That loser can't go to UA. He's not strong enough." They couldn't listen to him. And then teacher says, Okay, calm down, Bakugo. We still gotta do school and then you all can go home." So they go through the rest of the school, then the end of the day come around. Deku, he don't take notes on heroes. He take mental notes, because he has perfect memory. Nearly, he got a photographic memory. You could say that. No, he has perfect memory, not photographic. He can recall anything he wants, but he can't see every perfect detail. Sometimes he forgets one little thing, but he'll remember it. But he need to hear memory. Now, Bakugo gonna try to, snatch his notebook because he didn't have his notebook. Bakugo try to bully him, tell him he can't go the way, try to discourage him. But Deku don't stand for it. He basically just jump out the window. Everyone's shocked because Deku basically just jumped out the window. They think he was gonna hurt himself. Deku lands on top of the water fountain. Standing on top of the water, just gushing out from the top. But he's standing on the water. He then jumps off and then walks away. Izuku still keeps his sword, but he leaves his crown. Now, we get to Izuku is walking through this dark alleyway. And then a villain, a sludge villain, jumped out and attacked him. Izuku felt him coming, so he jumped back. He then pulled out his wooden sword and says, "Who are you? And why are you attacking me?" The villain says, "I need your body, kid. I didn't know that freak was in town." Deku says, "Who? What are you talking about? And what do you mean you need my body?" "Just shut up, kid," as he jumped towards the kid, or towards Deku, trying to get him to take his body. But Deku jumps back, and then he uses a little bit of fire. He hits the sludge villain with it. The sludge villain, screaming in pain. Deku's noticed, so he must have. So, fire hurts him. Let's see what else hurts him. As he starts swinging with his sword, but his sword going right through him. So, can't hit him. Well, that's a given, seeing as he's made of sludge. As, he tried to hit the most solid part of his body, which is his eyes. So he hit it in the eye. He's seeing that, yes. So his eye is a weakness also. So he's weak to fire in his eyes. So, okay. Then All Might comes in. "I am here." Sees a sludge villain trying to attack this kid with a sword. Then All Might says, "Never fear. This villain will not hurt you, because I am here. The #1 hero, All Might." As All Might, punches the sludge villain, knocking him out. All Might then says, "What's your name, kid?" Deku says, "My name is Izuku Midoriya." All Might says, "What's your quirk?" "Just call it magic." All Might says, "Oh, okay." And then Deku says, "Well, I have to go. My mother is waiting for me at home." All Might says, "Yeah, kid." As Deku walks away, the second sludge villain attack don't happen. Deku gets home. He helps his mother with certain things, chores and things like that. Now, the 10-month training, Deku basically trains his magic, his body, and his swordsmanship. He also creates a bunch of golem-like creatures. But he shapes them in human form, but he makes them golems. He trains them in swordsmanship, spears, archery, cavalry, things like this. He basically made an army. being the king, he has to have an army to, command. Now, Deku also uses alchemy, uses certain plants to mix them together and make potions. A brewer. He also uses those potions to advance his magic, advance his golems, or, just make weapons and things like that. He is very skilled in different categories. Now, we get to the entrance exam. Deku walks in. Just from walking there, all the girls notice Deku, and they blushing because how cute he look. Which feels weird for me to say. How good looking he look, how handsome he look. Then Deku walks in and he sits down next to Bakugo. Bakugo was still letting off his explosions, screaming at Deku, telling him why he can't leave away. But Deku isn't, paying attention to him. Deku takes the exam. He gets first place. Momo gets second. And whoever got third gets third. Now, the robot exam. Now they're in the room. President Mike is explaining the robots. He's trying to get to the 0 point, and then this kid with glasses on and blue hair basically stands up and screams out, "I cannot believe you will make such a drastic mistake. And you two, stop talking." Deku isn't talking. Bakugo still letting off his explosions and screaming at Deku. Deku doesn't react to what Ida says. Deku's just, paying attention to what President Mike said. Deku is looking dead at President Mike. President Mike then says, "Hey, you, kid, sit down. You, stop screaming and stop using a quirk." Now, as I was saying, the 0 pointer is just an obstacle. If you want to battle it, you can, but I wouldn't advise it. If you see it, just run away. He says that and he walks away. Deku then gets up. He gets his location that he got to go to. So he goes to his exam location, and he basically just standing there. The girls, looking at Deku. The guy saying, "Hey, Deku look cool." With a sword by his side, the way he look. Araka then walks up to Deku and says, "Hello." Deku says, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?" She then says, I'll just, come to talk to you, see how you are. Why do you dress like that?" Deku says, "Just how I dress. I don't know why, but I love suits like this. This is my favorite outfit. Why do you ask?" No reason." Deku says, "Oh, okay then. You seem a little bit nervous. Don't be nervous. You have this. Just stay calm." She says, "Thank you." As she walks away. Now, the person might Ida, looking at what Deku did. Now, Ida walks up to Deku and says, "You, the one with the green hair, wearing that silly outfit. What were you talking about with that girl? Why are you being rude?" Deku saying, "No, it's not being rude, and my outfit is not silly. What I wear is none of your concern. She says, why you wear any of y'all feel like anybody else did? Deku said, because I ain't want to. I did not have to. And you do not own me. You do not control what I wear. Nor where I sit, nor where I walk, nor what I eat. Will you please leave me alone? He says, what? I am Ida Tenya. Deku said, and I am Izuku Midoriya. It's nice to meet you, but you are quite rude. I don't believe we can become friends with your attitude. So please, step away from me, please. As you know, Ida getting mad. President Mike then says, okay, when I count to 3, those gates are gonna open, and you wanna go out there and destroy as much robots as you possibly can. President Mike started counting. 1, 2. There's no countdown in a real battle. 3. As the gates start opening, Deku basically, walks slowly. Then he gets out. Then no robot, basically approaches him. He pulls on his sword and puts it back. Basically looks like he just pulled it a little bit and then he pushed it right back down. Then the robot, after Deku walks right by him, basically explodes. Everyone is shocked by Deku's power. Now Deku does this for a little while, cutting down robots, sometimes using electricity or fire or water or earth, wind, light, darkness, things like that to basically take down robots. And then the 0 pointer came out. Rocket got stuck again. Deku then, uses telekinesis to lift the rubble off of Rocket and then, heal her up with healing magic. And then, send her away. He then makes a grand fireball and shoots it at the robot, making it explode. Everyone is shocked by his display of power. Deku then goes home, wait for his letter, saying that he passed. And this is where I'm going to leave this part off. Thank you for watching. As this is the new What If. What if Deku was a king?